Hello my friends, my chicken soup recipe is less than 20 views now from reaching a full 200. Thank you all for watching it so many times. And with that, I will now begin making beef and cabbage soup for dogs. First thing you need to do is cook your ground beef. If it's frozen like mine was, just put it in a pot with water and let it cook while you do other things. Once you have your ground beef in the pot cooking, it'll be time to cut up the celery. I cut mine up fairly fine, and as soon as I had it cut up, I transferred it straight into the pot. Once I had it scraped in the pot, I stirred it up some before proceeding to other ingredients. Next up was the cabbage. I cut this in fairly coarse pieces. As I was adding the cabbage into the pot, I realized that the total amount I cut up would be way too much, so I probably put in about a fourth at the most. After I had it in, I stirred it up. The next ingredient is red kidney beans. I mashed these up to make them more dog friendly. Also, you probably don't want to give a lot of these to your dog at a time. Therefore, I only used about half the can at most. As I have with everything else, once the beans were in the pot, I stirred it all up. The next ingredient I put in was half a pint jar of tomatoes, and the last ingredient was a beef bouillon cube. After I had those two ingredients in, I took a pair of kitchen shears and cut up the tomatoes so they wouldn't be in large chunks. Also keep in mind that bouillon cubes have a good deal of salt in them. Therefore, if you use one of these in this recipe or any recipe for your dog, I would recommend only feeding it to them or for one of their meals. Have their other meals something without salt. Now that I have everything in the pot and stirred up, I let it simmer on low heat for at least 15 minutes. After 15 or more minutes, here is how it looks when it's done. As soon as I set down a bowl of it, here comes Lucy. I wasn't sure at first if she was going to eat it right off, but it looks like I was wrong. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. If you liked the video, please give it a like. Also, thank you again for having the chicken soup recipe less than 20 views away from 200. Have a good day and goodbye.